Testing. Oh, look, the subtitle thing isn't broken today. Oh, feels good, man. Anyways, I'm just gonna make some notes here. Summarizing all the stuff so far, and then I'm just gonna continue doing the same thing. I'm gonna trace someone's art. Very, very bad, I know. And then I'm gonna grab out the shapes using values primarily just to get the shapes out. I don't really care too much about the gradients. The gradients. I don't care too much about gradients. I don't care too much about the values themselves. Just using the values to break shapes out. I want to summarize what I learned so far. What I felt about everything so far. Not necessarily learn. I don't know if is it learning? What am I discovering? That's still learning. Anyways, yes, let me make some notes here. Real quick. Mogu SQ. Ah, yes, I need to set the... So today I'm gonna do this artist here. So let me set up the references as well. Pin message. Fix this as well. Save. And OBS needs to be updated. Which is this. No, it's not it. Dokoda? Okay, this one. Cool. Very cool. Somewhat in the middle. Fix that. Can I get this to right align? Alignment, it is right. Huh. What? Anyways. Sorry, is it meant to be left aligned? Okay, I don't really care about that right now. So, as some of you guys probably know, I've started the live 2D process. I'm also starting to collect references and generate ideas, and I'm currently iterating through a bunch of different faces because I never quite settled down the kind of proportion I want for my own character. So all of that would be done behind the scenes. I'll just do it off stream because it's a little bit harder to do on stream because it requires a little bit more focus. So enough. And down the line, when we do start either designing or rigging, I'll probably give like daily updates and at the end of the stream or in the beginning of the stream, somewhere where it's easier to find so that it can be easily consistently found. But otherwise, I think most of the work will be done off stream, I think. Unless it's something very specific, something like, for example, like programming the animations and stuff. Okay, let's see. So not so far. What we got? Yes, let me... So shapes. So we like having like 3/4 most of the time, I think. Having 3/4, so... This shape would be like, let's say the main light. So main light... let's see, drops, forms. Like 3/4. Actually, it doesn't really matter. But it's okay, I'll just write this down. Sorry, forms a shape that picks up 3/4, I suppose. Or not, it depends on the light direction. It's not always valid. I guess the key point would be to have a decently large shape, so decently... How do I spell decent? Oh my god. Or not, if rim light. Kind of stupid note. Anyways, and then after that, cut it up. So 70, 20, 10. ratio. So that would be the shape, I think, so far. And then also we like, I think, slender shapes. Slenderer shapes? Slender shapes I prefer over like, I guess shorter. Slash pill form. Pill shapes. So pill shapes specifically would basically have, so no changes in width basically. I think that's the main takeaway for the shapes. We don't want even splits like this unless specifically it is the high detail area of the overall illustration, in which case it's considerable because it's balancing it overall. But so this ratio should be maintained unless this area could be the 10% region for illus overall. And then over here I have, so grouping big shape. So this would be just the 70-20-10. Main shape, then soften edges. So that would be about the transition, the stepping here. So step through values to transit edges. Wait, no, along edges to transit. So and then the shapes, so smaller. So in the large shapes, there might be smaller shapes just to increase the level of detail. This will depend on the style as well. But oops, within increase detail, in which case careful with value slash contrast. If the contrast is low enough, then I don't really care too much about the shapes then, because it's not that visible. Let's see. Right. So the smallest shape should have a minimum size limit here. Or another way I think would just be phrasing this as keeping the details balanced, I think. Keeping level of detail balanced. What else do I got? Keep focus on the light. So this would be a separate point here. So let's see, focal point. It comes to lit areas. my god, what am I doing? Okay, what else do we got? So softening edges through that couple with blur. It's fine, I probably know to do that inherently. That was very specific to the hair, about smaller forms on the hair, but I think I'll just leave that to the intuition. There's no need to make notes for that. Okay, nothing new there. Let's see. Oh man, where do I start? Right, this point about only transiting certain edges. Hello, Kirio. I remember when I first started doing clothing render, it was all like blurred edges, and then later on I realized that if you only blur some edges and don't blur it too much, it would have a better effect, and I think that's probably what this is. I think this would just be mostly a clothing specific point in terms of only transiting some edges, so softening some edges here. So that point is already added, and then sorry, oh my god, stop that. What is this? Not related to consistency with edges. If RH for some curvature, oh yes, so consistency with the stylization basically. Ah yes, good point. I forgot about that. So consistency with let me see. Reality, I suppose? How do I even phrase this? So if one edge is softened, another that is softer in reality must also be softened, but I don't know if this is necessarily true. I think it will come down to, again, contrast and other stuff, but in the meantime, between the edges have been blurred. Sometimes it forms a counting 3. What does counting 3? Try to see relationship between edges have been blurred. Counting 3. Big, medium, small workflow overall, then individual parts. Let's see. So blurring, stepping through system reality. You soften some edges. My god, plotting? It's weird. Yes, overlapping brushstroke. So anything with overall stuff. So that goes back to the balancing here. Turns up with on blend modes plus hard edge brushes. So this means that any texture brush should be very either paint over or very specific, I think. So textures. Okay, let me rephrase this. Only so what? Select so paint with only one color unless noise. I think that would be probably it for now. I also work with color. Ah, yes. I do recall that. But I think color and stuff like that, that would probably, hopefully we'll remember that and, or rediscover it or relearn it down the line, because I'm just gonna ignore color for now completely. I don't know what the timeline is exactly of this exercise that we're doing, but I feel like there's still a lot of miscellaneous things that I can do. Alright, time to be lazy. Okay, okay, so just a quick, what's the word? Introduction to this artist. I really like how they essentially fit all the preferences that we have so far, that we have discovered so far, which is the big shapes. The light shapes are kind of big. Actually, this is a bigger canvas. So the light shapes are really big, and then we have a little bit of detailing, but it sort of has the nice balance where it's a very big shape and then some smaller ones. The small ones don't get too small either. I don't like how this is not rendered here, but that's not the focus. I'm just purely looking at the clothing and stuff. And then the other thing is I kind of like the way they use the textures, which is basically just on the transitions, like the Terminator edge here. And it's, how do I say this? It's not necessarily very tight use of textures. It's just kind of there. You can see the brushstrokes and stuff like that, but I like how basically how easy it would be to put them in. Painter flowers. I feel like it's fine to have shapes like this, but I just think that these ones in the front are not detailed enough, and I don't know, like personally I would rather prefer like the front part be super detailed like what we did the other time, and then only in the back do we start to push it out. But I think it's also like my own personal thing, because I start to realize a little bit more that, you know, sometimes you really just want to have people focus on one part of the canvas, so you purposefully make everything else look kind of blurry, kind of messy and stuff like that. But I kind of want to look at everything every time, so I would definitely go in and look at all the tiny details and get really annoyed about the fact that it's not clean. Actually, wait, hang on. The overall... I don't know, I would say like overall, like I feel like over less than 70% is like super tight. So maybe that's the problem. Because if you have 70% of the image being super tight with the render, maybe with like more cleaner line art here and there, clearer forms, I think it would probably have been fine. I feel like it's just not enough. Yeah, the 70-20-30 thing, sorry, 70-20-10. I probably need to apply a little bit more than just what I've thought about so far. Anyways, just gonna go through the good old tracing. The only part that makes this a study is just me taking notes, honestly. I'm not really remembering any of the shapes either. But I think that's good enough for now. But I do think that I should probably start doing more application sort of stuff. I should take what I learned here and then try to apply immediately. It was cemented, and then I will need to also try to get a little bit more general, like original illustrations going. But so far, the Live 2D process has been, the designing process has been basically what I've always encountered in my entire life, which is I cannot decide on one specific style. Because each one has a very specific vibe to it, very specific feeling, but I don't have anything to align it to. I don't know what's the most suitable for the character. But drawing more would help. I'm also making a lot of notes, writing down themes and then going through different types of design for different kinds of clothing. Right now, I'm probably just gonna go with a simpler clothing though. Now, for our purposes, I don't think the Live 2D model's clothing will be visible most of the time. Because I want to make like a tablet and then do some like hand tracking or something, so we can get some kind of, you know, what the other artist kind of has going. If that's the case, clothing will be out of view most of the time, and it would just be the face and the mouth. So we focus more time there, and then clothing we can always add more later down the line. I don't know if commissioning someone else to do the modeling would they give us the Live 2D Cubism files, the CMO3, or would they only give like the model one? It's probably different from different people. But if they don't give the model for Cubism, the original files, then that will kind of suck, because then we cannot just add stuff for ourselves. It should be another reason why we want to do it ourselves, even if it takes a bit longer time to learn the software and other techniques that's required. But I digress. I think primarily it's the wait time. Finding a person and then the wait time. And I was also looking at some of the other tweets and stuff. And yeah, sometimes I see riggers complain that the artist didn't split enough layers for the PSD files, and that would be a problem. I can see how that would be a problem. It's just that if I've never drawn anything for Live 2D, I don't think I would even be aware of what is possible. So doing it ourselves just gives us that flexibility. We can just always go back and get more shit done. Hmm. Whoa, tablet is very dangerous. Okay. Ideally, we want to go through like 2 or 3 at least for every artist here, so we can spot some patterns. Hello, Silver. Sakura? Is that the name of the character? Oh, I see. I am not aware. Just here to grab some shapes. Right, yeah. So the hair, the clothing. I think that would be the main thing. Got it. Matou Sakura? Damn, I don't even know where this is from. Oh, so she's from Fate then. Oh, wait a second. Wait, is that spacing? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I just see that it's going out of the lines here. Oh, I can see the lines. I see. Hmm. kind of glowy too. Oh. see. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's interesting that the red, like, reflected light here on the hair is a lower value than the brighter blue that's beside it. Like, this blue is higher in value than the purple, essentially, that's here. Oh. Hmm. Oh, I took the whole thing, didn't I? But yeah. Kind of works, huh? Yeah, the other layer. But it's cool. It's cool. Present between environment color or character color. Isn't that just down to lighting? Chris, you guys were talking about the character's hair, right? Which I do not know what the original color is, but assuming it's not the shade that we're seeing here, it would mean that some liberties were taken in setting it to this color. Presumably because of the theme of the illustration. Mm-hmm. Personally, I think if the character's hair isn't this color, even if I will do want to have more of a background color themed illustration, like this sort of blue, I'll probably still try my best to put a little bit of distinction between the two. Although to be fair, without knowing the original, I don't actually know if they've done that or not. I'm grabbing this bit here. And then what? You also need a lot of guts to blend local color. A lot of guts as in courage? Is it a scary thing to do? Interesting. I don't know if I can appreciate why it takes guts. Yeah, it's all good, Silver. I don't think you're missing anything. Okay, blanket cover this for now. Okay. There's a lot of more colors than I initially anticipated here. Not sure what I should not group together here. I guess it's more of what I want to do, but let's just group these guys. Mhm. Uh-huh. I mean, okay, I get what you're saying, but the thing I don't get is that if, for example, they have complementary colors, you wouldn't want to break it unless you can get something better than that, right? In which case, if you can get something better, would it really be like a courage thing? Because if it is objectively better, then you wouldn't really need courage then, right? It would just be a better, objectively correct thing to do. Wait, hang on, where's my color? What? Because if it's slightly worse, then it would take guts to do it. But then, I guess in that situation, it would be you're breaking it on purpose to have a point, I guess. Let me go. Oh, I didn't even see that on the mall. Oh, what I got? Come on, I don't have the same brake brush. I guess this would do. Oh, right. Where is this brush that I have though? Oh my god. It's not here. Probably not here. Okay. Ah, here, the stripe one. It's not quite the same, but I have to do. Let me duplicate this. Remove it over here. Then move it over here. Oops. Can I make this longer? I guess I cannot transform on this thing directly. Make it thinner though. Oh wait, but it's only a single brush, so I should be able to do this. And that ups the frequency here. Where's flip horizontal? Brush density. What else is there? Shape. I don't know why it's changing angles. Why is it doing that? Oh, because my mouse is doing bad inputs? Oh my god, I didn't know that that's a thing. Okay, yeah, it doesn't have any jitter here. Interesting. I do have a little bit of a size thing going on. And no textures, but... hang on, where's texture? Yeah, no texture then. Fine. Cool. So I have a very, very similar brush now. We've got dots over here. We've got a rig brush with a little bit of texture. We've got the stripe things, about a lot of different variants of it. This is literally the only one that is clean. Everything else has texture on it. Alright, I guess it's gonna take a while to figure this out. That's a stamping brush that just stamps. And then it changes angle. Kind of like what we have here. So essentially I'm just gonna get the original here. Let's make another one. And this one will keep the texture. We would just make it a little bit thinner. Make it bigger. No jitter, please. And the spraying effect, no, the stroke. What does this look like? Kind of bad. Yeah, I don't have that similar texture. Wait, actually, what is the other brush doing? What is this? Flat brush. Maybe this is good. Actually, let's use this. Hello, Duvay. Trying to get some interesting textures going on here. Trying to get it to be similar to the original. Oh, this is probably not in the right angle. Wait, hang on. 90? No, but this follows, wait, hang on. 90? I don't think this changes anything, does it? Oh. 180? How the hell? What? Oh no, thickness. I'm changing thickness. I'm crazy. This should be 90 then, right? $17.5. Okay, let's try it. It's kind of similar. I think it's about the same frequency now. Okay. Now, how did they get it so clean? I guess that's kind of clean. Alright, now we have a similar-ish brush. What am I doing this for again? Lamau, why did they use this? But I guess we just randomly put it in. Okay, so now that we have this and this, what else did we got? We got this other rig brush, which is kind of consistently spaced. Oh, whoops. Where'd it go? I like to draw like the circles in there. I think this would have to suffice, I think. But with a little bit more texture. What? Where's pattern the JPEG? How come I can't find it? What? Oh, it's here. Never mind. Hey, why is it so blown up? Nande? Scale ratio 5. Was that opacity? Hang on. Da-da-da. Invert texture, texture dense. Random. Is this thing even on? Extra mode is height. I guess this is it. Lion Dacker? Lion Dacker? Oh my, you guys are very well educated. I don't know who this is. Wait, didn't someone bring this person up before? I feel like someone brought them up before. I'm just trying to craft some brushes here. Try to match as much as possible. I can draw circles in this. Although we don't have enough number of dots, but that's what I have to do. 미안해. 너무 미안해. Alright, matched it to the correct layer. That is fine. That is fine. Not a problem. This needs a little bit of the normal kind. Hello, Uni. Yes, silver, thank you. Alright, finally we have the dots. What am I looking at? So it's just normal dots, I guess. We do have the I have a brush for it, I think, somewhere. But we also just have the pattern. Shit, where's that brush? Dice Tsutsumi imitation. What the hell is this? Eh. 何これ? Nah, it's alright, Silver. I just somewhat I just kind of remember seeing someone remember this cover? This book cover? I think it's like last Friday. Or last Friday? When we were talking about styles. With Mia. Where is my brush, bro? Halftone dots. Here it is. Not quite the same kind of dots, but I don't really care. Should be fine. Anyways. Ooh, inverted. It's not quite as even. Cannot see because I didn't do enough value breakdown over here. to the inverted version. Oh, I should just remove this. Wait, can I not get the dots to be bigger? It's always the same size, huh? Oh, this is though not quite the same tessellation here. Oh man, that's a word I haven't used in years. Alright, just rasterize it. Okay. Probably easier with a layer on top. So as long as there's nothing interfering, but no, if we're doing paint over with single color, it doesn't really matter anyways. So as long as the shape is large enough to encompass it, it will be fine. So we'll probably do this on paint over then. How do you spell tessellation? Oh, double S, double L. $39A. Below. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so there is the main. Aha. I'm gonna be right back. Right. Okay. これか。なんだっけ。一前流か。逆だわ。え？白だからか。あ、全部取っちゃう。I kind of want to eat a cake right now. My favorite kind of cake is just sponge cake. I don't like the cream stuff. I don't like the other stuff. I just want like the rough textured sponge part of the cake. Like a Swiss roll without the cream and stuff. I group those together. There is a lot of shades of value in here. Oh yeah, true. Interesting. Right, you can always paint over afterwards. But so okay, it depends on the workflow then. But with this workflow, it would definitely be more messier. Because it'd be harder to control. More time would have to be spent cleaning up if we want the same effect. Okay, what's next? Three equal pieces. Okay. What's your okay. this looks kind of nice. This brush. What in the world is this? Yeah, let me keep a copy here. Lag. Right. Oh my god. Yeah, it's too compact. After all that, I don't really have a good. I guess this is not necessarily. It's not flat. No, it's kind of flat. Oh right, this is not. Lines? What is this? Is it like rocks? Some kind of rock texture. Oh, well. Maybe next time. Some more textures here and there. Hello, Mizukine. Welcome to the stream. Yes, sleep. "5 hours sleep. That is not enough sleep. More sleep." Dang it, what was the overbrush that I made for the video? Lost it. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Go. Yeah, sacrifices must be made. Oh, this is the one. Oval brush. Why is it here? Get your ass in here, bruh. Okay. Oh my god, opacity settings? Okay. Thickness, angle, stabilization. Where is my gap? No gap. 말자네. 지다. Ah, yes, good night, Silver. Have a good night. I don't have this brush, whatever that is. And this one here, that looks kind of like it's pixelated. I have 2 more brushes I need to make, I think. This one that looks like a tape. I feel like I've seen it before though. In my thingy here. It's not hard to make, I'm just too lazy. Alright, I'm gonna ignore this one. What's the other one? Oh yes, this one. Looks like side brushes. Dang, the side come with like good textured brushes. I guess these are not necessarily textured. They're just brushes. I'm also falling asleep sitting here. Kinda slow. Rust. If you rest, you rust. The background has some halftones, rake brushes, other brushes. Some sort of spiderweb pattern in here. Have no random space. Has no random space. I guess they are pretty even. So it has no random space. I'm trying to understand, like, what would random space look like with the brush, though? Like random splatterings? Kind of like the particles, maybe? Anyways, I'm gonna go look for another one. The streams are gonna slow down a little bit more as I try to do more stuff that is related to Live 2D behind the outside of streams here. It'll be a very slow process of iterating through a bunch of different things. I'm starting off with proportion, and then we'll have to iterate through design. And that's gonna take some time. See through. And then in the meantime, also collect more Live 2D Twitter stuff. So we're more aware of different techniques. Fancy stuff that people do. Okay, let's use this one. Where'd it go? Oh, crap. Doko? Koko wa Doko? Ah, koreda. Okay, one of these. Let's get both. Okay. Number 1. And 2. You have holidays on Thursday and Sunday, I suppose. Thursday and Sunday. I don't have a holiday until the next month. I have like the company's like you know, holidays of this year thing open permanently on my computer at work. It's kind of funny because every time it's like a Chrome tab. Every time I go to that tab to look at it, it will tell me to log in, but I don't know what for because I can still see the thing. It's not like it's kicking me out. I don't know what they're doing with the security in the back, but not very good apparently. Equal pace. Ah, I see what you mean. Although I've never seen that before, actually. I've never seen the uneven pattern that you have described. Now that I think about it. That is interesting. Let me make a note here. Because then that's a place for us to experiment and try if we ever want to. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I'm not using the correct one. So even spacing. We have holidays in the country again, so this is for everyone who works 5 days a week. That's nice. Looking forward, it's just looking forward to Fridays and holidays. You can't replicate this in real life. Oh, yeah, are you saying that it's because that, you know, even spacing is like a digital only thing that people doing digital want to make full use of it? Actually, now I'm very interested in looking at like traditional painting now. I wonder how the textures are done. I guess it's just inherent part of the canvas and brushes, but does anyone like purposefully go in and paint in texture? So exciting. Number 15.見えないんだけど。終わった。OK、OK、OK、OK。例えばいけるね。 I see. Oh boy. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, 19. Right, it's the same. Okay. Yeah, that means it will be required at some point. Hello. Angle you can control to make them feel different. Thanks for taking the time, Kirio. Yeah, I'm kind of kind of sleepy as well. I think I'll just finish breaking this ship down and then probably hop off for today. Oh yes, a tablet. Good for you. Sounds like wait, have you ever owned a tablet? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways. I don't know, my brain, I'm trying to make conversation, but I don't know how right now. Kind of funny. Oh, why did you plan on switching, right? Like to Samsung? Oh, it sucks. What's so bad about it? Ugh, my back is killing me. Pen is not working properly. Don't have Play Market. Is that the Android store? I'm not 100% sure. I've never used Android actually. Now that I think about it. Oof. That basically defeats the entire purpose. Oh wait, no. I guess there's other applications for drawing. Yeah, I like Clip Studio. I don't think I'll ever switch off of Clip Studio unless they do something really stupid. But I have the perpetual license. But that being said, this thing is still trying to access internet every time I log in. Sorry, every time I start it up. To validate the certificate. So I don't know, maybe if the servers go down or something. Oh, I've never, I don't mean like I've used a iPod, like a tablet. I only have iPhones. I never owned a tablet before. I've never owned a console, like a PS2 or anything like that. Handheld consoles, none of that. It's always been PC, and just one PC. Got it? Oh wait. This part checks in here. This part here is wrapped around. Oh. Wait, why is it better though? Is it like better pen, better hardware? Because application, I suppose you could always get, unless you know Procreate is better. But I don't think that's the case. Although I've never used it before, so I guess it's not a very fair judgment assessment. I've heard good things about the Apple Pen though, I think. I feel like I've heard good things about it. Wait, where? I don't understand where we ever use a tablet though. I guess it's because I don't go outside. Uh-huh. Interesting. I don't know if you guys can. You guys probably can't hear the sirens going off, but I hear it every night, and it makes you think like, one day maybe that'll be me. Cause like everyone's gonna get old, everyone's gonna get broken at some point. You think about it, it's like someone's life is on the line right now with the ambulance. Okay. Stylus for something with a price drawing area is large. Okay, yeah, that's fair. So it's, yeah, hardware is better. Apple definitely puts a lot more thought into the user experience, I think, right? Yeah, the drones. Are you close to the western side, Mizukine? Yeah, the western side of Russia. So closer to the conflict. Why did I say Russia instead of Russia? Tired to speak. Oh, the music ended. Man, probably just gonna crunch on some nuts and then go to bed. Yeah. Poop. Rip. Oh, I see. Well, I guess stay safe. Although I don't really exactly know what's there to do to stay safe. It just feels very dangerous anyways, no matter what you do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably hop up here. I'll finish this off tomorrow. But yeah, I don't yeah, okay, you know what? I'll just probably hop off here. I just don't know if this is necessarily helping too much at the moment. I'm learning a lot more about shapes I like, but I haven't really found shapes that I actually like. It's just more about like in the general direction, which I think is good too. But yeah, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna carry on this exercise for a little bit more. And then see some artists I want to go through. Live 2D will carry on in the back. The plan is to come out with a design by the end of the month, and then get everything rigged by the end of next month. I have 20 days left. Okay. Boy. But yes, thank you guys for coming. Have a good night. Be safe. See you guys tomorrow.